And I don't
to be honest with you,
was supposed to get over.
I'm sure it wasn't. Just because I kind of know the way that the lay of the land at the time.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I definitely didn't watch during that time. I had when I left there, I had such a huge chip on my shoulder. I couldn't even bring myself to watch it for a really long time.
I could see that.
You know?
I could see that.
Self-induced.
Repeat that.
Self-induced.
I got you. It happens. It happens to the best of us. George Captor donated $20 a little bit ago, and then I got two other donations that came in before the show I need to talk about. George Captor from Buffalo, fuck him, goddamn Bills fan, but we still let him on the show. I'm a Dolphin fan. I'm a Dolphin fan. It's money, so you take his money and put up with him. Who does Ken think he had the best in-ring chemistry with? And let's go with WWE and TNA. Let's pick one from each company.
WWE, Matt Hardy was
I can see that.
We
Matt and I have become friends. Matt and I have become friends recently.
Yeah,
Jimmy Cornette's been shitting on him, and then I defended Matt.
Oh,
the inner beef, you know.
Gotcha. I would say Matt Hardy. I just loved. We always went rough. I always tell my kids, my students, that when you're in there with your friends, you try to work light and not hurt each other. But sometimes when you're in there with your best friends, it's fun to like take it to that next level and kind of beat each other up a little bit more.
Did you ever get to see any of the shit with me and Jimmy when we would have the scuffles in the ring?
I don't recall any of it.
Well, we did, and we loved getting our shit in during those segments. When it's your childhood, but I've known Jimmy since 74, 75. And when we got a shot to do that shit, and then there was one time he hit me in the jaw because the segment was blown all to shit. Jimmy and I just went into business for ourselves. It was the night that somebody moved a chair that Matt Morgan needed, and the chair was gone. And Jimmy, he stopped the show, furious. I don't know if you were there then or not, but Matt Morgan needed a chair that was not there. And Pam, the internet lady, had moved the chair. The show stopped for like 30 minutes while Jimmy bitched everybody out in the back till someone confessed about moving that chair.
Oh my God.
So we go out to do our segment, and I know all the shit he wants me to do, and it has to do with Paul Miller Ford. We're putting over Paul Miller Ford and the fire department. The fire department he's trying to set it up where they can hit me in the face with a pie for charity. And so the boys in the back are watching, and they're looking at their scripts, and they're going, they're not covered. Bolin has gone into business for himself. They are not. So as we're going out the door, I said, Jimmy, because he knew what I wanted to do, and I knew what he wanted to do. And I said, Jimmy, what are we going to do? What you want to do or what I want to do? I don't give a fuck what you do. I said, all right, I'm going to do what I want to do. So I get in the ring, and we just start doing what I want to do. And the boys in the back going, Cornette's furious. Bolin is fucked up. Bolin is fucked up. Me and Jimmy are having a ball because now he's having fun because now we're getting to fuck with each other. And then he gets me outside the ring, and he hits me in the jaw and just knocks me out. And I have to crawl back to the locker room. God damn, man, you pissed him off. Fuck. Did he hit you in the jaw? I said, he never fucking touched me. So he worked all the boys. He worked all the boys on a goddamn punch. That's hard to do for a couple of managers.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. So who did you, as you can tell, Bischoff is right. I will cut you off in a heartbeat to tell my own shit. But shut up, Coltrane. I'll fire you right now. And cut your pay.
It's a pay or play contract.
Pay or play. So, Kennedy knows about that, Mr. Anderson. Who did you like to play rough with in the ring?
Definitely Matt. And I will say, like, over at Impact was Kurt Angle. Like, I loved.
Oh my! Oh
I felt like I had really good. Like, my favorite match that I've ever had was with Kurt Angle in the steel cage at Lockdown.
He's something else, isn't he? He's something else.
He's a cyborg. Like, he's built differently, you know?
Not like most of us. Not like most of us.
No.
And I know you're dedicated to your craft, but it is hard to find somebody more dedicated than Kurt Angle. And I've heard him talk recently. He talks about a lot working with that broken neck. And he just said that I was just wondering when my arms were going to quit working. That he was just so beat up and so broken. And I didn't know it was that bad because he did not show that to you in the ring.
No, he didn't show it in the ring, but you could see it backstage for sure.
Yeah.
I noticed that with him, and I noticed that with Eddie Guerrero too, that they just backstage, it would be just so hurt. They looked hurt. And then the second that music would hit, they pop through the curtain and,
it's a whole new world, isn't it? That music hits and all of a sudden your pains and sorrows go away.
And then 20 minutes later, they're back to hobbling.
Yeah. It's hard to compare to that from a managerial standpoint, but there will be times that you're just not in the mood to do a show. My son told me it's time for me to retire. He says, Dad, you now bitch about working 1 day a week. You don't wear a suit anymore. You show up in a fucking jogging suit. You just don't give a shit. Dad, it's time to retire. And I said, yeah, you bitch about working 2 hours a week. It might be time to move on.